Welcome back, guys, to the Colorado State Dynasty here in week number 9. Colorado State is looking desperately for their first win of the season. They're going to be at home taking on 5-2 New Mexico. As we are a better team yet again. But like last week, we are a better team and still couldn't get it done. But I believe this is going to be the week. Coming out at home with the ball, a new starting quarterback. As Brown in the rain will take this one to the 23-yard line. As Torrey Horton, 25 catches on the year, 405 yards, only one touchdown. Has been a disappointing season for him and the entire team. But Jackson, the redshirt freshman quarterback, might be able to turn the season around for us. As Johnson only gets back to the line of scrimmage here. And Goffney had a step, tried to take a shot early in the game. Ball's incomplete though. Now 3rd and 10 from the 23. Jackson, Sid Vince Brown picks up the first down. Jackson was great last week coming into the 4th quarter. Looking to see more of the same here. There's only a 1-yard carry there by Morrow. It's Kobe Johnson into the game now. Johnson able to get about 8 on his carry. 3rd and 1 from the 50. As Johnson picks up the first down. First and 10 from the 47. As they go underneath, Horton this time hangs onto that one. Gets 8. Moving the ball pretty nicely down the field. As Kobe Johnson using his speed to his advantage, getting to the edge. And another first down here for Colorado State. Looking good on their opening drive with the new quarterback. As down goes Jackson. Gabriel Lopez already made a play earlier in this one. Makes another there. 2nd and 17 now. Morrow coming in motion. As Horton can't come away with it. And it was deflected in the air. A dangerous pass. 3rd and 17. No Horton in on this play. Just checks it down underneath the Goffney. Gets him back in the field goal range. A difficult one in the rain, but it just sneaks in. A 3-0 lead for Colorado State. New Mexico is 5-2 on the year, having a good season. With a win here, could clinch a bowl game. As Luke Wyson, receiver. Gotta watch out for him on offense. Receivers haven't killed us too crazy outside just a couple blown coverages. Than more of the run game. The 1st and 10 from the 25. As our quarterback takes off. Howell nearly drills him. As Devon scrambles down to the 42. Underneath. Good hands catch there. Believe it was Lopez breaking on that ball. 2nd and 4 from the 48. Need some pressure here. Somebody's got to get home. And it's nearly picked yet again. Double coverage throw. But heavy pressure in the face. 3rd and 4 from the 48 now. Here comes the blitz. As Blackburn in good positioning tackles him right at the line, but they give him the first. The blitz just didn't get home. 1st and 10 from the 48. As he jukes out one defender, Blackburn slows him up. First and 10 from the 30. They go with a draw play. And a great play from Lopez. Second and 12 now from the 32. As calling him short on that one, looked like he was over. But a 3rd and inches. From the 20. It's a toss play to the outside. Blackburn with an excellent play. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Colorado State up 3-0, and Blackburn with an excellent play, holding them to a field goal on 4th and 3. This one's up, and it's no good. Just misses it to the left. Now 1st and 10, Colorado State can take a 2-score lead here for the first time all season. As Wilson makes a nice play there. 2nd and 11 now from the 21. Underneath, slips out the hands of Jackson. 3rd and 11 from the 21-yard line. As he had Horton, just didn't have the time. As Horton had nobody to the left of him, it might still be running. They pushed them out at the 47-yard line. Now this New Mexico offense back to work here. They go with a bubble screen. 8 yards for Nick on that play. Second and 2 from the 45. As an excellent play by the defensive tackle, slowing him up so others can come and help. I believe it was Will yet again. 3rd and 4 now from the 47. And it's picked! Larry picks him off, and he's off to the races. To the 20, 15, 10, 5, down at the 2, pushed out. Larry gets his first pick of the season. As Morrow punches it in, and a 10-point lead, Colorado State. And what a start to this game by this Colorado State team. Offensively, defensively. Just a great start. First and 10. As Howell lays out the running back after he broke about 4 tackles. Henry looking like Derrick Henry out there. Second and 2 now from the 25. As he's taking a deep shot, and it's picked! Howell Now picks it off. And he's down to the 22. Jack Howell with another interception this season. 1st and 10 from the 22 now. Goffney down to the 12. Inside the red zone. A 6-yard catch for Goffney yet again. It's his 3rd of the half already. Johnson only able to get 1 yard. Probably should have kept running to the outside. Might have had some more yardage there. Brings up 3rd and 3 from the 5. As Horton into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. 17-zip. So far in this one. As they kick this one off. Downed them at the 18, and this looks like a whole new Colorado State team. 1st and 10 from the 18. As drilled as he tried to throw the bubble screen. Incomplete it goes. Coach Paul coaching for his job right now. His players are backing him. Here comes some pressure. With a blown coverage. Luckily, he steps out at the 45. Cannot take this team lightly, even up 17 points. They are 5-2 for a reason. Good teams find ways to win. They're calling that a 1st down. Questionable call, but New Mexico moving down the field yet again. As right behind the linebacker, Lopez inside the red zone and down to the 15. Right before the 2-minute warning, Mexico comes out in an empty look. And a great open field tackle. Holds them short of another 1st down, but inside the 7 now. 2nd and 2. Trying to punch it loose. They get him down at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Mexico taking all the time they can. Mitchell slowed them up but couldn't bring him down. Rogers into the end zone. This is what we were worried. New Mexico is a solid program. Good team this season. Sitting at 5-2. Good teams find ways to win. Now only down 10 and they get ball at half. Can Colorado State answer here? 1st and 10 from the 25. Jackson breaks the 1st tackle. Slides down after getting 9. Great play by Jackson on that. 2nd and 1 now from the 34. As he had Brown open deep. Just couldn't hit it. 3rd and 1 from the 34 now. 49 seconds left and ticking. Morrow picks up the 1st down. .40 seconds left and ticking still. Checks the ball down. Vince Brown able to get 7 and a timeout, Colorado State. Second and 3 from the 46. As he has Horton across the middle but takes a sack. They're going to hurry back to the line, but No timeout's going to be called. 3rd and 16. As Horton bumped at the line of scrimmage. Or breaking off his route. Slowed up the timing between Jackson and Horton. But it's fair caught at the 26 or 23 with 9 seconds left. Probably a run, and then we'll take it to halftime here. Good tackling there. Henry breaks a couple, but not able to break a long one. As Colorado State, for the first time this season, heading into halftime with a lead. Up 17-7. At one point was up 17-0. They bring him down at the 22. First and 10 now. As they go with a bubble screen, Howell all over it. Second and 8 from the 24. As they go with a receiver screen and they lose one on the play. Hector all over it. 3rd and 9 from the 23-yard line. As Devon slides down, tried to take off, but Lopez read it perfectly. Is Johnson back there to return yet another. And he gets down to the 38. Another solid return there. 1st and 10. Trying to turn this into a long scoring drive here. As a yard gain there from Morrow. Only his 4th carry of the game. As Johnson now loses 3 on the play. He's had the hot hand pretty much all game, but this time loses a couple. 3rd and 12 now from the 35. Johnson going in motion. As Jackson just kind of throws that one away before he takes a sack. As it's going to be punted yet again here. As these special teams unit for us have to get better. Poor tackling. 1st and 10 from the 38. Cut back right into the big defensive tackle. Only 1 yard gain for him there. 2nd and 9 now. Lopez first one to hit him. Brings up 3rd and 5. Here comes some pressure. Lopez gets home. And another sack for this defense. Gets him off the field yet again. And Johnson back there to return another punt. He brings it to the 32 this time. Offense has been kind of slow recently. The offensive line not giving us a ton of time either. No real push on either side, and now losing 3 on the play. 3rd and 13. Nothing again. The offensive line just giving up pressure after pressure here. Fair caught though at the 26. First and 10. As it's a blown coverage. Blackburn able to chase him down at the 31. First and 10 from the 31-yard line. As he takes off, slides down right before the 10-yard line. But inside the red zone. And it is not looking good for Colorado State right now. As a RPO goes for 6. Second and 4 now from the 5. Receiver coming in motion. And it's a touchdown, New Mexico. They're going to make it a 3-point ball game. As Colorado State collapsing. It's Olsen going to return this one to the 19-yard line, and now we got to see something from this offense. Got to give me something here. First and 10. Johnson coming in motion. Johnson to the edge. Using his speed. Stiff arming his way to the 31. And just like that, a 50-yard play to get them in the field goal range already. There's a receiver coming in motion. As Goffney never turns for the football. Second and 10 now from the 31. Johnson able to pick up 2 on the run. Third and 8 from the 29. Jackson steps up. Drilled! Was in the process of sliding and drilled. And coughs it up. They go with a run here to the outside. Down to the 43 to end the third. Colorado State in full collapse mode. Trying to do anything and everything to keep their lead, as New Mexico has scored 14 unanswered. Breaking on the ball, but great catch yet again. First and 10 from the 43. Here comes some pressure in his face. It's in the air! Nearly picked off. Second and 10. They go with a run here. Nice tackle there from Blackburn. Makes it a 3rd and 5. Third and 5 from the 38. Here comes some pressure. Gabe off the edge. Making some noise. As this one's got to be in the end zone. And still with the lead is Colorado State. First and 10 from the 20. They go with a run. Tomorrow, who coughs it up? Luckily able to pick the ball back up himself. Second and 9. Underneath Horton. Hangs onto that one. First and 10 from the 33. Jackson fumbles! Another pickup. Second and 12 from the 32. They go back to Johnson, who picks up the first down. Don't know what's happening right now, but we've picked up 2 fumbles so far this drive. First and 10. As Vince Brown with a good catch of 7. Second and 3. Go with an RPO here. Goffney only able to pick up the 2. Third and 1 from the 46. Morrow breaks a tackle! Inside the red zone down to the 17. Avery Morrow. First and 10 from the 17 now. Vince Brown able to catch it underneath. Turn up for 15 yards. First and 10 from the 2. Morrow down in the backfield. Second and 2, a touchdown here ends this game. Will give Colorado State their first win of the season with a touchdown. Goffney! He's in! Goffney gets into the end zone. And now a 10-point lead with 2:40 remaining. As long as they don't score in one play, Colorado State is looking at their first win of the season in a massive upset. As they are going deep. And it's picked! Howell with the second of the game! And Colorado State's gonna do it. Picking up a massive victory here. With Coach Paul coaching for his job. The team delivers. Upsetting 5-2 New Mexico here at home. They're still going to call their timeouts with some hope left to get this football back and score. Morrow with a 2-yard carry there. Third and 7 now from the 36. Johnson only able to get 2 yards. As it's going to be a field goal attempt here. A long one, but it is good. 27-14 now. With 1:48 left, no timeouts remaining for New Mexico. Could see the defensive line finally tee off on a quarterback here. And it's off the helmet of Dom Jones. Could have had his second pick of the season. 2nd and 10 now from the 25. And Gabe gets home for the sack. The 2nd sack of the game for the defense. I believe it was Lopez with the first one. 3rd and 11 now. As they are taking a deep shot here. And it's dropped. As they're going deep here. Larry drops another. But that's going to be the ball game. Colorado State with a victory here. 27-14. As Jackson in his first start, 13 of 23, 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. No picks. On the ground, pretty good. Morrow, 11 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown. Kobe Johnson, 11 for 29. As only 4 receivers caught a pass. A touchdown from Horton and Goffney. As the offensive line was not great, but 3 sacks allowed, but able to get the victory. As Blackburn led the team in tackles with 10. 2 tackles from loss from multiple players. A sack from Gabe, and a half a sack from Cam and Nico Lopez. As Jack Howell with his 2 interception game. Larry with a pick. Couple pass deflections. No forced fumbles. But finally a victory for Colorado State. Can only improve on this going forward. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.